So in last place here in our list we have the away top from Spain, and you can see why they're in the relegation spot. It's just crap. According to my notes here, the official Adidas colour of this top is called Pulse Yellow. Personally speaking, I think it should have been called Shite Yellow. Sorry Spain, but you are in our relegation spot. Moving on to one of Scotland's Euro rivals this year is Switzerland. Much like the football, this top is just plain boring. The flag on the other hand though, well, that's the big plus. Next up we have the top from Czech Republic. Again, as another plain boring top from Puma. I really don't have anything to say about this top, apart from it's just shite. Sorry. A 5 was way too generous here from me. I probably should have scored this one much lower, maybe a 3. Yeah, sorry, not a fan of this one at all. Next up is Slovakia. Again, plain top. It's shite. Sorry, white. Yeah, nothing else to say about this one. Apologies. Moving on to the next one. So, marginally better than the previous 4 tops is this one from another of Scotland's Euro rivals, and it's Hungary. In fairness though, it's not much better, to be honest. Now, we have seen some shocking away kits in this video so far. Let us know in the comments what your worst one is. And probably one of the better ones from Puma this summer is the away kit from Austria. To be honest, it's still kind of plain, but the light graphics throughout it are what kind of keeps it away from relegation zones. Yeah, not much else to say on this one as well, to be honest with you. Apologies, I've not really said much about these tops, but you know, you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, you know what it is. But yeah, let's hand back to Matty now for the next batch of kits.
I'm back once again to elbow drop all the terrible Euro kits we have this year. Serbia's lackluster effort is a worrying trend with Puma kits in recent years. They've yet to win any of our dozen kit rankings, and it's easy to see why. Continued, boring, cookie-cutter efforts do no good for countries and clubs looking to stand out and make some money. Jesus, they really didn't put any effort into this one, did they? Now, it may be the case that Turkey requested not to have anything new or distinct. That could well be possible. And I may be doing the good people at Nike a disservice, but this is awful. How Dave's given this a 6 and their 17th is a fucking miscarriage of justice, to me anyway. Finally, reached the mediocre stage of the list. You usually associate Italy with cool, suave-looking kits, but this is all meh. Gives me no desire whatsoever. Even the separate colour sleeves give me absolutely no joy. Soulless. Pretty much just copy and paste everything I said about Turkey and apply it to Poland. But slightly alter saying, I mean, they moved the badge to the middle, saved it slightly, I guess. Again, the generic Nike template is getting smashed this summer. I have no clue where the blue and purple connection is with Germany, but I dig it. The fading of the two colours into each other is class. Big peacock energy. Dave gave this a 5 and Turkey a 6, which confuses to baffle me. And I mean, my fellow kit aficionados, what do you think? Croatia and checkerboards. Check. Goes together oh so well. Just like having a nice Chianti and a friend for dinner. Here we are with a wildcard entry. The kit of Muddy Mental Health FC. We wanted people in our community and around the world to show folk that it's okay not to be okay. Show people that are stuck in the dark that they are not alone. We hope by creating a retro, cool-looking kit that we would unite and rally people around a symbol. Good-hearted people determined to be the outstretched hand to those in need. We wear this kit to say we are human, we are strong, and we are brave. May it be a stark reminder with the bold pink for those to take mental health problems seriously. 1 in 4 of us will experience mental health problems each year, and it's the biggest killer of men under 49 in the UK. If this was any other disease, it would be talked about more than it is. We advertise local, north of Scotland mental health charity Mikey's Line on the front of our kits to show people it's okay not to be okay, and as a thank you to them for all the amazing work they do in the north of Scotland. Make sure to check out the club shop in the bio and be the change.
Hello, me again. Now, in all honesty, I'm really not a fan of the Scotland away top, but I just couldn't bring myself to score this one any lower than a 6. I'm just not a fan of the colouring and the design of this one. Now, I'm not angry at Adidas and the SFA, I'm just really disappointed. And now we have Romania. I actually think Matt was a little harsh with his score here. Now I do understand it is a little on the plain side, but for me that works with that design on the side of the top and as well as the colour of the sleeve cuffs. So yeah, actually not a bad top in all fairness, not bad at all. Now this one from Slovenia isn't bad, I just don't think it's anywhere near as nice as the home top. It's still a pretty respectable score though, it has to be said, just not quite as good as their home offering. This offering from the Dutch, to me, looks like if Iron Brew were to design a fabric for some bus seats, then this is what it would look like. I'm not a big fan of the top, but with a total score of 14, it's still a pretty respectable score. And now we have Georgia's away top. This is actually a very decent top in fairness. I'm actually quite a big fan of this one. I like the black with the red neck trim and the badge, and that silk design throughout. A very good effort from Georgia and Macron. And again, we've got another very decent effort, this time from Joma and Ukraine. It's pretty similar to their home one I think, just with the colours reversed, which do work well together in this combination. Unfortunately for Ukraine though, this wasn't enough to get the top into the top 6. And speaking of top 6, here's Matty again to bring you our top 6 away kits for this summer's Euros. I will see you in our next video.
Pretty much just like what I said about the home kit, if you're triggered by a colour change to a flag, please get laid. Get laid more often than you are. Desperately. I mean, you're absolutely embarrassing yourselves. Political parties, clubs, businesses, yada yada yada, have altered flags for hundreds of years. Get out of your basement and look at the sun. Directly. Absolutely in love with this one. I got engaged to my future wife in Lisbon and this hits all the nostalgia buttons for me. Mimicking the blue tiles you see all across Lisbon streets, this is a work of art. Ignore Dave. More of this cultural representation please, Nike. I said in our last video the only thing missing from Denmark's home kit was a collar, and oh boy, Hummel have smashed it here. Classy, retro, but professional. Can't help but root for the Danes in this one. Unless they're playing Scotland, of course. Take a bow, Belgium. This Tintin-inspired kit could well be one of the best Adidas has made in years. Blue and brown shouldn't work, but somehow it does. With the gold trim also. Magnificent, and it has a collar. What more could you ask for? Dave and I should have given this an 18. I'm riddled with guilt that we never rated it higher. Albania almost going 2 for 2, but finishing second. Another phenomenal effort from Macron. They almost grabbed their 6th victory in the kit rankings. A sick collar and intricate details. Can't argue with a 16 out of 20. Well done Albania, underdogs for the win. Man, we finally have a night kit taking gold. It's taken far too long. Although there isn't an easier set of kits to win than the Euro efforts this year. It's what you'd imagine every French kit to be. Elegant, stylish, but also expensive. The larger than usual cock is extravagant but goes well. Moving to a more traditional looking bird than the usual blue. The pinstripes are, however, what puts this one atop the pedestal. Certainly for me. Pins themselves are always great, but to go 2 different colours, not something you see too often, but I'm all for it. Congratulations to France on an emphatic victory in the away kit rankings. Amazing kit, terrible airports.